Jennifer Eberhardt, author of Biased, is working with the Oakland Police Department and the state of California to get cops to recognize that they sometimes treat black people very differently than they treat white people.
It's about your brain and the culture, that we're immersed in, that those don't get in the way of your decision making. They don't get in the way of the actions you're taking.
Eberhardt gets cops to discuss not who is to blame, but how non-conscious autopilot decisions can be shaped by implicit bias.
There are no evil people required. There's no bad intention, even without awareness, even unintentionally, even when there's no evildoer, right? We can still have bias and we can still be affected by bias.
Then, each of the officers comes up with their own way of communicating to their fellow cops how implicit bias can distort their choices.
A black person or a white person, and that person's either holding a gun or holding an innocuous object like a cell phone or a soda can or something like that. And if you look with black targets and white targets, it shows that there's a higher error rate for black targets.
The officers will then go back to their local police stations and focus on influencing how their fellow officers interact with the community.
Once you do understand and know that it exists, you would be remiss not to employ the ideas, the tenets behind it in your everyday job.
As you learn more about what implicit bias actually is, I think you understand that these are part of the frailties of humankind, and we all suffer from that. We all have it. So it's not something to avoid or be defensive about, but it's something to understand and work towards mitigating the negative effects of it.